All right, y'all. First and foremost, give all praise to the Yahweh Bashim Mashah Bakathan, Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the son of Mashah Yahweh. Um, Nature Boy being found guilty and given a life sentence plus 10. And what Israelites need to understand, how does this affect Hebrew Israelism? And you know that Israelites are pretty much considered to be a cult. And I'm not gonna get into Nature Boy and all the extreme details of the case. What you need to know, if you don't know, is that he did a lot of videos that convinced people to come and join his cult. And a lot of women were joining. A lot of men were joining too, but a lot of women were joining. A lot of women wanted to be around Nature Boy and wanted to live that lifestyle that he was living, not working in the tropics, running around naked. All right. He got into a situation where there was something called grape involved. Well, we call it grape because you're not supposed to say the R word. Where the sister was she felt like she was forced into a situation. There's video evidence showing that she says, well, no, it wasn't that. It was love. It was consensual. And then she comes back. She says, nope, it was, I was mentally impaired to make a decision. I shut off. It was a forced situation. And it wasn't like a beat down force, but it was a forced situation because of the manipulation. And that's what I want to deal with is you getting a life sentence for manipulation. Because what we're doing here on this internet is manipulating, is brainwashing. All right, seeing videos over and over again, same videos, same topics. How many Israelite men are doing videos on the conduct of Israelite women? Video after video after video after video. Man, these women need to do this. These women need to do that. The women ain't doing it. The women ain't doing that. You having councils, brothers having councils, telling it, brothers arranging marriages in Israel. All right, just like Nature Boy was arranging marriages. All right, camp leaders taking wives. Nature Boy taking wives. And sometimes when these things happen, things can come out. And sometimes people are manipulated, even in polygamy. Y'all know them sisters don't want to do it. But then you throw all the ultimatums at them. Oh, well, if you don't do it, then you're going to lose me to that man because I'm a polygamist. She don't want to lose. Just like, I always say, man, if you ran a train on a sister, you raped her. She wanted to mess with one dude, but you done convinced her or manipulated her to, oh man, sleep with my partner too. Because you don't like her like that. And you want your partner to get out, but she like you so much that she's willing to do that. She's willing to let her guard down. She's willing to be humiliated and sleep with this other dude so that she can sleep with you. Or vice versa, so that she can get close to you, or she can keep you, or she can keep her marriage, because a lot of situations, these things are stripped away. A lot of things, a lot of power to the woman, you kind of trying to strip the woman of any power, individualism that she has. And this can be a form of manipulation. And it don't matter if we feel like it's okay or we feel like we're not breaking the law. Ultimately, it comes down to what the law says. Okay? And so even Nature Boy, he didn't feel like, well, I didn't do what most monsters out here, most people that do that and have those four situations, I didn't do that like that. And we'll talk about it in the text also. But I want to show you this video. But he's saying, I didn't do it like that. How can I? That's why he went in there confident that, nah, man, I might get a few years, but They got up, doctors and stuff to say how, even though she consented, even though your wife is having, having she's consensual to having those grown-up activities with you, it can still be a forced situation. It still can be a forced situation. And you still could mess around and get some time. And so, you might want to start wiping out some of these videos, start going through searching these videos and getting some of these things off of it. There's lots of videos of Israelites being cold. Oh, I left this cold. Oh, these done ruined my marriage. Man, you need to get that stuff off the internet, man. Let me play this video here real quick. Just a little bit.
Reason being is I noticed after leaving carbonation that I was still partially brainwashed. Deprogramming takes time. I was still partially brainwashed, believing that I wasn't a victim and that I did it to myself. Reason being is because when you're there, he's constantly telling you to say these things. He's constantly telling you to repeat, I did it to myself. I'm not a victim. I did it to myself. And you're like wondering, why am I repeating this? Literally, you don't even know why you're repeating this shit. You just repeating this shit. Or he'll manipulate it like that one time he kicked Malia in the stomach and told her she did it to herself. And so upon leaving, I was still partially brainwashed and actually believing that I did it to myself. Everything. But I never really took the time to process what happened to me because I didn't want to process my emotions. Like, I didn't want to think about what happened to me. Like, I just didn't want to process that shit because I subconsciously knew that it was gonna fuck with me. It was gonna bother me. You know what I'm saying? But
And, you know, again, that little manipulation, little chanting over and over. And like I said, man, we all done fell victim to that. You know what I'm saying? Even in consensual, it's men have to manipulate a little bit. And that's why you have, like, I remember a video from Bishop Nathaniel. Y'all need to find that video and get it off of the internet. It was a video to the women talking about, it was a video about the women, but it was for the men. And it's, pretty much telling the women, hey, man, you got a headache or whatever the case may be. You done had a long day. Man, if that man asks for something, you're not your own body, you don't belong, you got to give it to him. All right. And this class is coming up because men are having issues, getting it consensually from, normally, regularly from their significant, their wife. And this is not just in Israelites. This ain't just in Hebrew Israelism. This is in the world, period. And that's the main thing, man. Let's just be 100. A lot of the ailments and things that's going on in the world, they are in Hebrew Israelism. They ain't just purged out of Hebrew Israelism. Abusive relationships, pedophilia, the forced situations, the raping that's going on, the manipulation going on. All of these things are going on and being counseled and being judged within Israel. All right, you got straightway truth. You might need to start looking at some of them videos, man, and get some of them videos down. You got a whole they got a whole magazine about being some little sexual lustful cult. All right, not saying that it's true or not. I'm just telling you that's the image. All right, a lot of those Demona Israelites, there's a plethora of information of accusations of pedophilia and abusive relationships going on and graping, forced situations going on out there. All right. So let's not be acting like we know what's going on. Israel know what's going on within Israel. So, don't come here trying to attack this video. I'm giving warning, telling y'all, man, if they did it to him, they can find enough to do it to you. because it's enough out there. And if it continues, it'll ultimately happen. If you don't check it, it will ultimately happen. You're not just going to be able, there's consequences for what you're putting out here because it is manipulation. These aren't just videos. You got videos saying, oh man, yeah, we brainwashing them. Yeah, we a cult. We want to brainwash it. And we have been, listen, if you can look at a word and you know exactly what that word means, and somebody has showed you that ain't that word, that word don't mean that, you've been manipulated. You've been brainwashed. I've been brainwashed. I've been manipulated. I have brainwashed. I have manipulated. And so, you may have thought that, hey man, this ain't that kind of situation. And I'm gonna give you another one out of the text. I want to show this other video too. That's pretty much all. I don't think she's gonna say nothing else. But with her situation, Natureboy made her. She's a homosexual stud. Natureboy, one day she just pop up. She got a dress on, and she cooking and cleaning, and she just had consensual activities with another member, and she married now. And we would say all praises. But now, it didn't really actually happen. That conversion didn't actually happen. That conversion was forced. It was manipulated because everybody's telling her that's what you got to do. That's what you need to do. But she didn't believe it in herself. She didn't hear the word of God. It didn't change her heart. Inside, she was still a what? Trying to be a dude. Still attracted to females. She didn't get that repentant heart. And her conscience, wiped clean of these activities, like the blood of Christ can do. That didn't happen. And a lot of people are, doing it. Jokers was in the camp. Man, the woman need to put her, she can't be around wearing the pants. She can't be wearing, man, how long we gonna let her wear the pants? She's still wearing the pants, man. Man, we go, but it don't, like, if you can force that situation, but then they gonna get home, they gonna get throughout the week, they gonna be wearing pants, they gonna be out there doing their day-to-day. It's not inside. It didn't change inside. It was a forced manipulation. It was a forced situation. And that's what happened. That's what she's on the video, on this video, saying that what she happened to her was physical abuse. It was a forced situation. She ended up, now she's saying, hey man, I got great too. And the cult experts, look at this to the right here, cult expert Alan Ross decodes brainwashing tactics. She got a case. She may have a case. And that brother could spend the rest of his life in jail. I'm just saying, you need to be careful. Now, like I said, I heard Deacon say, not Deacon, but Bishop Nathaniel, saying, I don't care if you got a headache, I don't care what the problem is, you better take you an Advil, and you better do what you're supposed to do. And just be careful, man. And I would advise get that video off the darn. And if you did a rebuttal video to that, I had to check and see if I did a rebuttal video on it. But you need to get that off the internet. David and I might end with this. But David and Bathsheba, even that situation, you may not see that as a forced situation. All right, but Bathsheba loved her husband. She loved her husband. She mourned when found out, that her husband had died. But could she say no to David? Could she say no to the camp leader? Could she say no to the captain of 5,000? Could she say no to the pastor? Could she say no to the deacon, the bishop? Could she say no? And so even when you see it, you know, David gets punished for that. They had the blood of that child um was pretty much, the consequences of a forced situation. And even Nathan the prophet had to speak to David about that situation and help him see himself. And that's what this video is. It's here to help us see ourselves and see that, we not far off. We not far off. I pray jokers ain't. I'm sure some out there though, but they can stroll through these videos and they can grab and they make and build a case on a lot of these groups that have the power to, where people are saying, "Ooh, they ruined my family. Oh, the cult split up my marriage. My husband." I seen that on Vocab channel. My husband ruined. My husband chose the camp over his wife. And you have camps tell you, "Hey man, you leave here, you ain't in you gonna go to hell. You're not in heaven no more. You won't have salvation. This is the place. This is the door to salvation. You leave here, you're not gonna have salvation." And that's your brainwashing. That's your manipulation. And so you feel like, well, nah, I can't leave. This is where the truth is. This is 100% of the truth. I can't leave here. Can't leave the truth. Well, I die. And I'm nobody. Just be careful, y'all. And like I said, the polygamous situations, y'all know them sisters don't want to do it. They sitting up there doing it. They may be, they may be doing it, but are they being manipulated? Are they, can they come up and bring charges on you for brothers who are in those situations? I'm not here to say what's right, what's wrong. I'm just telling you, man, this thing getting cloudy, and you might want to delete that stuff, man. You might want to go through and you know, keep the gate, man. Go back and reinforce things and look at the videos and the things you have out here. Like you said, we got murder cases. We got grape situations. We got forced situations in bodies and people dying. Can they say no? Can they say no? And that's it ain't whether they say no or not. It's can they? Could Bathsheba say no? I want to show y'all this too, and then I'll close out. But watch the manipulation again here. And I like what he say, but it's manipulation. At one point, it's I like what he's saying, but I know he's manipulating those people so he can continue to control them while he's in jail. They'll come back. They'll apologize. They'll recant their statements. They'll say, "Well, nah, it wasn't. I lied, and he gotta go." And and what's the consequences for that? What's the consequences for the lie if it is a lie? But like I say, man, I felt he was guilty. He definitely deserved a lot of time in jail, life. And then you have the situation with Brother Polite. You know, you got the conscious community. You got Elijah Muhammad got accusations. It's accusations on TD Jakes, accusations on all leadership. It ain't just Israelism. It's everybody that's in that black consciousness or leading any kind of movement, and it ain't just blacks. It ain't just blacks. It's in the Mormons and what them folks called folks don't have no electricity and stuff. Is that the Mormons? Y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's in them groups also. All right, and them groups are considered cults. Seventh-day Adventists considered cults. Jehovah's Witnesses are considered cults, and all of this stuff is plaguing. When you have that ultimate leadership, and they being manipulative with their power, they're brainwashing with their power. You do this, or if it's or else. If it's a punishment and a judgment in there can be some manipulation in there. I'm just telling, trying to blow the trumpet and give Israel warning that, hey man, you need to go check some things. Let's look at this here.
At all times.
All right, what is it?
You see, it's a whole nother spirit here. It's a whole nother swagger here with it. Look at it.
Do you swear and attest to testify to give the truth? For sure.
He said, for
At
sure.
all times.
At all times. Swayed back, rubbed his hands together.
Me to consider.
I just want to say something to all of them.
Well,
I just want to say.
Just direct it to me, please, not to.
I'll direct it to you. I'll direct it to you. Okay. Are you happy?
See, that's the first. That's the cut. That's the first slash of manipulation. Are you happy? You see what you did? You gave me life. You gave another black man. You ruined another black man's life. I knew the black woman was going to come in here and ruin the black man's life. All right. A lot of Israelites agree with Natureboy, on a lot of things. Not everything. All right. But a lot of things, jokers agreed with Natureboy, especially polygamists.
Are you happy?
I'm not answering any questions of yours, Mr.
I forgive you. And I still love you.
Then he hit him with the I forgive you and I still love you.
I forgive you and I still love you. I got nothing in my heart. I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset with you.
Fair use.
I forgive you. I want you to know I still love you and forgive you. And kiss my baby girl and let her know I love her. And I love y'all. I promise you know how I am. In my heart, you know how I am. I still love you. I still fuck with you. I still love you.
All right.
I
got that.
And no hate.
Okay.
No hate.
Is there anything else?
My heart light as a feather. I promise you I love you and I'm still here. I ain't missed one lick. I see what y'all doing and I want you to know I forgive you.
See, and then they come back to I see what y'all doing. I forgive you. But is it manipulation or is it is it sincere? Or is it manipulation? But yeah, it sound good. And it could have got some of them, man. It could have broke some of them down hearing him say that. But again, I just wanted to blow that trumpet for Israel, man. Again, it's not just us, but this is an Israelite channel, so we blowing the trumpet, man. I pray this thing was edifying. I pray you got something from it. Hit the comments, man. Ain't nothing wrong with hitting the comments, whether you agree or disagree. All right, and we got to be able to be able to disagree and agree and have certain conversations. And things are gonna get, until we learn how to do it, things are gonna get a little heated. Things are gonna get, iron sharpening iron. But sparks come off of that when them swords clean. So, but that's only until we can sit down and humble ourselves, and we have to. It's a process. It's a process being able to do that. And one has to just just have to learn the techniques of doing that, man, and so we can have these dialogues and these bills. But y'all better be careful out here.